That's Matt. Oh, yeah. I probably just start streaming now. Hello! hello everyone. I am White Hat. You can call me AJ if you want. Oh wait, no, I forgot. I'm not AJ. No. Hello everyone. I am Nostradamus. You can call me Dosta. I forgot. Never mind. Let's try again. Hello everyone. I am Nostra. You can call. Oh, I am Nostradamus. You can call me Nostra if you want. Hey, today we're gonna be continuing our with Genshin. Continuing for the last time, we meet with lyney and lynette. Oh, we also met Chai, my boy. So now we are going to the theater house, courthouse, whatever the fuck it is. I don't know. I've been streaming for 4 days because I've been pretty fucking busy. On Monday and Tuesday, I have exam. Actually, no, I have exam on Tuesday, and I have to wake up at 8. Yeah, so I have to wake up at 8, so I decided not to stream because it's way too long. So yeah, and on today I have to wake up early today too. So yesterday I did not stream because I have to wake up early, but today I can stream because tomorrow I don't have to wake up early anymore. So, that ginger boy child. Yep, the ginger boy child. Why is that for fucking? Why I can't talk today? Hello Harper, welcome to the stream. I can't talk today, for fuck's sake. Yeah. So yeah, today has been a pretty fucking eventful day for me. What's it? I don't really want to talk about it. Fuck it. I'm not gonna talk about it because you can see on my Twitter if you want to see what happened. Because I don't know. Every time I talk about it, you're gonna get me mad. So yeah, let's not talk about it. Darn. So is my microphone fine, right? It's not too close to my mic. No, my mouth, right? Test. Yeah, seems fine. So let's go to the gameplay. Oh, that's not the gameplay button. Hold on. Which button is it? It's completely fine. That's good. Hello Raya, welcome to the stream. Hold on, the game is gone. 1 sec. The game's not detecting. Come on. Oh, for fuck's sake. Hold on. I forgot to run the what's it? The OBS as an admin. So it didn't fucking detect the game. One sec. Let me what's it? Change something real quick. Can I? Okay, hold on, one sec. The stream gets disconnected a bit. I'm gonna restart my OBS and turn on the admin mode too because I may forgot. So 1 sec. Up. This is on my fucking phone. Okay, fucking hell. So it was my fucking phone, not my OBS. Oh well. I mean, it's both though. It's my phone and my OBS. Yeah. Okay. Hello. I'm back. Yeah, there's so many problems today. I'm so fucking tired. Yeah, okay. This screen. Hold on. There's something wrong with my fucking chat box because I can't fucking say it. Hello Raya, welcome back. Don't mind me just molding because OBS is, not working with me here. It's actively working against me here. What the fuck, bro? Okay. Let's see. Just set up the chat right there so I can fucking see everything. That there. I want a screen alert thing up though, but if I put it up, I'm gonna lag. This will be fine, I think. Hopefully. Oh shit! No, not that one. I'm setting up my OBS. One sec. Professional streamer, everyone. Professional YouTuber. Yeah, luckily I'm not actually a professional, just a hobbyist, but yeah. hello, okay. So what else is there? Anything else I need to check? My brain error too, because tomorrow is a math test. Damn. Good luck with that. Honestly, I kinda just throw away the fucking math. Like my brain doesn't have any math at all. Number, fuck number, I don't care. I guess it's be fine if I put this up. I'm gonna put this screen projector on here so I can see the alert and everything clearly. I have two monitor. One monitor is now just the entire screen just for like the alert and stuff, so I can see everything. So yep. I stopped starting doing math if my head explode. Well, my one exploded a long time ago. It might have gone a bit insane today. A bit insane is an understatement of the year. I may be a bit fucked up in the head. Oh, that's my reason. You know, I'm burnt out from Genshin. You know that already. So a lot of my thing is, you know, not what's it? Not play. Yeah, I wouldn't play. Set this to screen. Audio is a bit too loud.
Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon?
Then it's so loud on my side. Hold on. And 18. It was not this loud like last time though, right?
Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon?
Should be good now. I'm using English dub just so everyone can understand. Just because I'm streaming, so I'm gonna use that. Also, I heard there's an Easter egg on here. Offering to fountain of. Oh, they're offering. What the fuck am they doing? I don't know, but it's pretty though. Then I continue studying first. Later, I stop by here again. Okay. Good luck, I guess. Don't die. Take some rest if we have to. Also, would they pick up? Oh, I thought I picked up the coin. Dog. Yeah, I like cat more. As you can clearly see, I haven't been playing this game at all. Even with this event, I haven't fucking do it. Even with the returning event. I also don't want to die because of Matt. Nobody wants to die because of Matt. But it exists though. Someone did die for Matt. You know, it's too stressed. Why is map so big? But fine, I got Scara. I can go everywhere fast. Opera House. Let's see.
Traveler and Paimon, good to see you. I knew you two would come.
Are you kidding? We wouldn't miss it for the world! We've been looking forward to it!
I can tell, judging by how early you've arrived.
Early? It's been a fucking week, bro. Early, I arrived. It's been a fucking week. I have been staying outside for a long time. I haven't been to your live in a long time. To be fair, I haven't gone live quite as often as I used to be too. So to be fair, yeah, you haven't been here a long time is fair enough, you know. I started streaming again like 2 or 3 weeks ago. I gone on hiatus for like 2 weeks, right? 2 or 3 weeks. 2 weeks, yeah. And I come back and then gone on a mini hiatus again because of fucking, you know, many problems in my fucking side, personal life. So yeah, if you've not been here for a long time, it's not just you, it's me too. I haven't been here on stream for a long time too.
But you're actually right on time. The audience still hasn't started entering the venue yet, which means now is the perfect chance for us to take you to the best seats in the house. Wait just a moment, I'll fetch the tickets.
The ticket. It's gone.
The Opera House has assigned seating, so you always have to make reservations. I've already reserved your seats, and here are your tickets.
Tickets. Hold on. I'm cleaning my glasses.
Ooh, front row seats. Thanks, Lyney.
Don't
Lyney?
mention it. There's no need to keep thanking me.
Hey, Lyney, could you come over here and take a look at this?
Oh, I'll be right there. Seems there's an issue with the stage props over there. That's Cal, my assistant, calling me. I'll go lend him a hand.
Best get busy.
Yeah, we'll just go to our seats. You go ahead, Lyney.
Go to the seat, really arrange. I don't want to explore, I want to continue with the story. Also, my mouse is a bit too fast. Hold on. Bro, it's a solo as it can be already though. What the fuck, bro? Oh shit. Anyway, Nostra, what favorite anime? Oh, you mean like what is my favorite anime? I already told you this on my debut, so it's Horimiya. Yeah, it's Horimiya because I don't know, it's just something about the feel good about the fucking anime. I don't know why. It's just like it. Horimiya and I'm trying to think. Horimiya? What else? Pretty much Horimiya and a few other ones. Let me see. Hold on, I have my anime list, so let me check. Let me check my own list. I don't remember every single one of them. Complete. Okay. So Horimiya, Assassination Classroom, because I think get me crying. Yeah, Assassination Classroom is one of the only few anime that can make me cry. Horimiya is because it's the feel good aspect of it, and it's feel so, you know, it's feel fucking good to watch that. Kinotabi, just because of fucking gun. I can visit. There's a lot of good gun there, so I like it. Oh, the recent one. Not the recent. It's not that recent. It's pretty. What's it? It's not too old. It's pretty recent. Maybe like 2022, so last year. But I just watched it this year though. Watch it, The Rock. Fucking it feels so relatable. Fucking hell. Watch it, just like me for real, bro. Yeah, fucking social anxiety.
Let's sit down.
But I'm not as intense as her though. I still can talk to people, but god damn. That fucking girl is relatable. But they should be all seat. Continue. Where's that one? Oh, it's you. The eye. Awkward.
Hey, traveler. Maybe we should strike up a conversation with the person next to us. Since we're sitting together and the rest of the place is practically empty still. It's kinda awkward if we don't say anything.
Isn't that usually your job?
Of course you put this on Paimon.
Excuse me, I did not realize you felt awkward. I am terribly sorry. I would be perfectly happy to chat.
I don't know how to
with you
pronounce
if
his
that's what
name,
you'd
but
like.
I know how to spell it, but I don't know how to fucking pronounce his name. How fucking I pronounce it? Nevi? Nevi? I don't know. Neuvillette? Oh well, we see.
Oh, so you heard all of that, did ya? Boy, you sure have good ears. Paimon thought she was keeping her voice down.
Okay. I kinda like
Wait,
this.
that's not it. Paimon's sorry. Paimon's the one who was being rude, talking under her breath like that. So let's talk. But what should we talk about?
This is getting even more awkward.
Oh, Paimon's got it. You're also here early and sitting in the front. Are you a friend of Lyney's too?
Nope.
A friend, you say? Well, if Mr. Lyney would like to be my friend, I would be more than happy to reciprocate.
Oh, so you're not friends with Lyney then? Oh, this is getting more awkward by the second. Paimon nearly forgot to make her introduction.
Oh, I fucking love this conversation. It's so awkward. I like it.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We just arrived in Vaudain.
It is an honor to meet you two. I have heard of your deeds across Tevat. And as required by proper etiquette, I will also introduce myself. I am...
Oh, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Neuvillette.
What an honor it is to have you here to see
It's
my show.
Neuvillette. Neuvillette.
Ah, Mr. Lyney. I should say it is in fact an honor for me to see your performance in person.
Neuvillette. Watch me, I forgot how to pronounce it like 2 hours later. Not even an hour, fucking 30 minutes later.
Wait, Neuvillette? Could he be?
I saw you all chatting just now, but it seems you still don't know who Monsieur Neuvillette is. Allow me to introduce you to Fontaine's Chief Justice.
Chief
That
Justice.
seat is always reserved for him. It wouldn't be too much to say that he's the symbol of justice and honesty here in Fontaine.
Whoa! Sorry for being so rude just now. Paimon had no idea you were such an important person.
No offense taken. Being Chief Justice is merely what I do for work. Nearly every person has their usual reserved seat, so I'm not so special, really. And by the way, I should probably let you know, even though I would prefer not to, there's someone sitting up there in the VIP seats that has been striking a pose for quite a while now. I believe she is trying to give you a most elegant and impressive first impression.
Fucking hell. I fucking love this, like, oh, what's it? Furina? What's it? Furina? Furina, right? Fucking trying to keep off the first impression of the elegance. But goddamn, she fucking ruined that already, though.
So I think
She really tried to be, you know.
sooner rather than later. Otherwise, she may become flustered.
Right. Furina.
Huh? Oh, it's Farina, the Hydro Archon. Huh. She sure has a smug and satisfied look on her face. Guess she has no idea that you saw right through her act.
Very good. That is for the best. No need to pay her any more attention. We may now enjoy the show.
Just like, don't need to pay attention anymore. Yeah, do the minimum.
So is this what things are like between the Chief
Just
Justice
the
and
minimum.
Hydro Archon?
All right, please wait just a moment longer. I've pretty much finished my preparations, and the performance will start as soon as the audience has made their way to their seats.
Oh, it's not the same hat. I thought it's got the same hat as Lyney. No, not.
Yay! The show's finally about to start! Paimon can hardly wait! Paimon's never seen a real live magic show before!
But you saw the actual magic before? But you saw many things before. You saw a god. You saw what was it? You saw a god. You saw a fucking ghost vision. What else? Delusion. Fucking Fatui Habinja. What else? Fucking everything. So you excited for the magic show? Well, I guess we're here. Whatever keep her going. I guess. Ah well. It's not a cutscene. It's just.
They're dimming the lights. The show must be starting.
Stay quiet, Paimon.
Sorry. Paimon will try to stay quiet.
Shut up.
Welcome, one and all, to the Opera Epicles. I am the star of today's show, Lyney.
Lyney.
And over here is my sister, Lynette, who will be working as my wonderful assistant. Please, let's give her a warm welcome.
Hello, everyone.
She sounds so tired.
I know she may seem to be a little sleepy right now, but that's just a sign that she's nervous.
Whatever.
Oh no. He sounds so low energy.
Now, some of you may be thinking, two vision holders who can freely manipulate elemental powers performing magic is not true magic at all. So, I would like to take a moment to assure you that elemental powers will have nothing to do with what you will witness on the stage today.
Handing
Both
over
Lynette and myself have removed our visions for the show. That way, even the gods won't be able to help us.
Oh, good point. That's what makes the show real magic.
Now, without further ado, let the show begin. Lynette will now exit the stage to make some preparations. I know you might miss her, but don't worry. She'll be coming right back on stage momentarily. Perhaps in an unexpected way. I'm sure she'll be stealing the spotlight soon enough. Oh, and before I forget, there's one more thing I should say. You never know what can happen in the blink of an eye.
And it's gone.
A magician's greatest
Oh,
skill
no.
is making things disappear or appear. The possibilities are endless. Huh? But this isn't what you came for. These little tricks, you've seen them all before.
Yeah, fair.
So it's time for something truly extraordinary, don't you think? This one's a little tricky. Using this water tank, I shall make my sister vanish completely, right before your very eyes. It's actually quite simple. She'll just turn into air bubbles and float right out of the top. Oh no! I told them to check all the props carefully. With the lid on, even air can't escape. An amateur magician would be getting very nervous right around now. Luckily, it's me on stage, so let me show you what a true virtuoso can do. Lynette, are you still there? Don't go too far. We don't want to use up all our magic.
Hi, I'm back.
Uh-huh.
I cannot talk. She seemed impressed. Furina seemed impressed.
Whoa! What in the world just happened? How did he do that? Hyman didn't see him do anything! Wasn't Lynette inside the water tank? How did she disappear and then reappear out of nowhere?
No wonder he's a famous magician.
If we could see easily through his tricks, then that would mean that his skills are still lacking.
True.
To appreciate magic, you should focus on the show happening on stage, rather than getting caught up in trying to see that which has been intentionally hidden.
Guess you're right. Hyman couldn't believe her eyes when Lynette reappeared. Amazing!
Thank you everyone. I'm glad you enjoyed that performance. But our magical journey has only just begun. I've prepared even more astonishing surprises for everyone here. The magic of transformation and disappearance can go far beyond what you've just seen. I'm sure many of you are thinking that escaping the water tank was impressive enough. But Lynette is still my assistant after all. In which case, I have ample time to make all necessary preparations. So, for my next trick, I will
I'm
require
speechless.
the
I don't know.
participation
Sorry if I don't
of
talk a
one
lot.
lucky audience member.
Sorry if I don't talk a lot because you know, what's it? I don't have much to add.
Please, if my assistants could bring out the magical boxes now. There are 2 boxes and only 2 boxes. One is here and one is there in the aisle among the audience. I'm sure many of our clever audience members have already guessed our next magic trick. A swap! Our lucky audience member and I will each enter a magic box. After 1 minute, we will each emerge from the opposite box. Now please, everyone pay very close attention to the box you see here. Don't give me any chance to make a move.
Wow! How's he gonna do this? Hey, do you think this is all magic tricks, or does Lyney have actual superpowers?
Let's watch and see.
The lucky audience member will be generated by this random number selector. It selects numbers entirely at random. Even I don't know who will be chosen to participate. Now then, let's begin.
What number is that?
Let me see. Oh, row 7, seat 3. Congratulations! You now have the chance to experience magic firsthand for an entire minute.
Oh, I would be fucking my social anxiety would hit so hard if this were me, like the spotlight on me like this.
Please,
oh
come
boy.
forward. My assistant will take you beside the magic box. I'm sorry, it might be a little cramped inside, but no need to feel nervous. We've carefully arranged everything for you to be as comfortable as possible. You don't need to do anything, but no matter what strange things may happen, don't come out of the box. If the magic is interrupted, who knows where you might end up? You might even find yourself in the Fortress of Meripede.
Oh, okay.
All right. Before I enter the magic box,
okay.
There is one more thing I need to ask the audience to do. Could you all give me a countdown? Like this. 60, 59, 58. Just keep counting down. You can go a little faster or slower if you like. I won't be able to see anything in the pitch black box, so I'll be relying on your voices to know when time is up. Oh, and no tricks now. If you quickly count from 60 in just 30 seconds, then I'll be in a tough spot.
Ooh! Paimon kinda wants to count faster after hearing him say that!
With the whole crowd counting together, you couldn't even if you wanted.
No, that won't do. I can see it in your eyes. You still can't be trusted. Let's practice together. Come on, repeat after me. 60, 59, 58.
60! 59! 58!
That's right, perfect. Keep it going. All I'll see you all on the other side once you've finished counting.
54, 53, 52? Why aren't you counting, neuvillette?
Neuvillette.
I am counting in my head. I think things are exciting enough in here as it is.
Fair enough.
Merely a consequence of my identity and personality. Do not worry about me. Just enjoy the show.
Just enjoy the show.
Oh, alright. You look so serious that Paimon thought you might be feeling uncomfortable or something.
40, 39, 38! Mr. Lyney, are you all right in there? Is everything ready?
Yes, I'm fine. I'm just double-checking the direction of the magic. It would be a disaster if we get sent to the wrong places. For example, mid-air right above the audience.
Even though he's saying that, Lyney doesn't seem nervous at all.
Maybe he's just supremely confident in his abilities. Bam! What's that? What's that bam?
What was that noise? Did you hear it too?
Did it come from the stage?
Not sure. Anyway, it doesn't seem like anyone's worried about it.
25, 24, 23! What's wrong, Mr. Lyney? I can still hear you moving in there.
I seem to have accidentally knocked over a decoration. I'm trying to fix it, but it's pitch black in here. I can't tell left from right.
Never mind the decorations. There's no time for that. The show is what's important.
No, that's unacceptable. I want my show to be perfect. Don't worry, we still have 20 seconds. Hear them counting?
19, 18, 17!
It seems things aren't quite going as planned. I apologize, everyone. It feels like you're all starting to count faster, but that's all right. I know it can be tiring to do such a long countdown. 10 seconds and change is still plenty of time.
10 seconds.
10,
Almost there now.
8,
Swapping two people is harder work than you might think. Even a master magician like me can't guarantee I'll get it right the first time. Hey, wait! Is this the back one? I can't tell. They both look the same inside. Huh? Nope, that's not it. I'll try again.
7,
Hey, slow down! Honestly!
5, 4, 3,
Whoops! That doesn't count!
0.
Ta-da!
Something gonna go wrong. Oh no. Oh no.
What happened?
Oh no, what happened? What the fuck? What happened? Who did that? I was so immersed into that. What the fuck happened? What?
Is this part of the show? Mr. Lyney, you're going to use magic to fix the stage now, right?
What happened?
Oh no. Maybe this isn't part of the show. The girl was still in that box, right?
This performance is over. Medical staff with me. Guards, secure the scene and detain all the performers. Seal the exits. No one is allowed in or out at this time.
Yes, that's right. If this was just an accident, then we must investigate the cause. But if this was all part of some scheme, then those accountable will not escape the judgment of the God of Justice.
No need to be alarmed, you two. We'll get to the bottom of this soon enough.
Oh boy, okay. After some time to go on to complete their investigation.
Unfortunately, the person who is in the magic box has been pronounced dead. His name was Cowell, one of the assistants in Lyney's magic troupe.
Oh shit.
Apparently, the fireworks on stage ignited the ropes that were suspending the water tank, which then caused the tank to fall onto the stage.
Oh, someone actually died.
As of now, we are still not sure why we found Cowl in the box, rather than the guest from the audience. And after an initial search of the area, the guards have confirmed that the girl is nowhere to be found. It appears that this incident was not merely some mishap with the performance. And there are many indications that it is connected with the case of the serial disappearances of young women.
The serial disappearances case?
That's the case that Charlotte mentioned before.
And they pull it off like this in front of audience, including the fucking hell, I can't talk. In front of audience, including the Archon and Chief Justice.
I know the truth. I can see through the whole thing. Really, using such a shallow and obvious mystery as his finale. Did he really underestimate us that badly? I say that our powerful magician, Mr. Lyney, is now the prime suspect for the serial disappearances case.
Huh? Why me? This whole thing was an accident.
Oh, this all occurred during your magic show, did it not? The missing girl disappeared after being chosen, did she not? The deceased is one of your assistants, is he not? Now that I think about it, that whole speech about magicians making things disappear was nothing more than a provocation, a bald-faced challenge.
That can't be right. How can Lyney do this?
He cannot. It's 30 case and he definitely does not look like a 30 years old.
He was
30 years case, right?
the entire time. We can even hear his voice. Besides, before the show, he told us that he would like to catch the criminal behind the disappearances. He couldn't possibly mean catching himself.
He is a suspect at most.
Save discussion for a later time, please. Lady Farina, may I assume that your comments just now constitute an accusation against Mr. Lyney and his associates, and that you are pressing charges?
I just think that I think it might be a little early to talk about formally pressing charges.
Fucking hell, Farina.
But what Lady Farina said just now makes perfect sense.
It does though.
Looks like she's gonna personally deliver justice.
A kidnapping and murder carried out under the cover of a magic show. Lady Farina said it all.
I mean, of course, my dear people. But what excites me even more than the obvious truth before our eyes is the opponent I'll be facing. That's right. I mean you, traveler. You'll support Lyney, won't you? After all, he was the one who helped you the first time we met.
I trust Rini.
Then there's no problem at all. You know, the traveler and I already had a duel the first time we met. But with Lyney's help, our little duel ended in a draw. But draws really are the most boring possible outcome. So, no more draws. Between the two of us, there must be a clear winner and loser. And what better place to hold such a riveting showdown and decide the true victor than here, on the grandest of stages, the Opera Epiclese.
Opera Epiclese. I cannot even do anything, just repeating word now.
Obviously lost last time.
She lost last time. Yes, she did lost last time.
I understand. Charges have
Who's-
now been pressed, and as such, a trial is in order.
Trial.
Well, traveler, seems Lady Farina has set you in her sights. But putting her dramatic rhetoric aside for a moment, I would like to ask you, are you willing to act as Mr. Lyney's attorney and defend him in this case?
Bitch, I don't have any experience in attorney, so why is there all the options to say yes, I am? Bitch, I don't know what the fuck going on.
Very well.
Oh boy.
The trial will be held a day from now in the Opera House. Both sides may investigate the scene to build their cases and search for the truth. Lyney and his troupe are all potential suspects and shall remain within the Opera House. The audience may begin to leave in an orderly fashion once they have been cleared by the guards.
A day isn't that long. Let's see what kind of case this big shot outlander can build in such a short amount of time. I'm really quite looking forward to hearing it.
Okay, the voice acting in this game is pretty fucking amazing. Not in English dub. I've been playing in JP dub for quite a while. I didn't realize the EN is also pretty good. Lyney! What happened?
Sorry about everything that happened just now. Were you frightened?
Of course! Who wouldn't be scared after witnessing an accident like that?
Yeah, I'm a little shaken up myself. How could this happen? And poor Cal. I know you already claimed that you would defend me, but now it's just us talking. Tell me, do you think I could possibly be the murderer?
Nah, you're too young.
Good to hear. Thank you so much for trusting me.
The case happened like was it 20 or 30? 30 years ago, right? In when I forgot her name said that for the case. Like when it first happened, it's like 30 years ago, and he definitely does not look 30 years old.
I'm sure everyone sees me
At
as
most
the
he's 20.
suspect at this point. But if you ask me, the whole thing is mysteries layered upon mysteries, such that all that's left is confusion. I don't know whether what happened there on the stage was purely an accident or not, and I don't know why poor Cal was in the box. As for how that girl chosen from the audience could suddenly disappear, I'm afraid I don't have any answers either. If someone tampered with my performance, then we need to figure out what they did. Even a skilled and knowledgeable magician like myself couldn't pull all that off in just 1 minute.
Yes, it is really strange.
Which is precisely why we need to investigate. As this book says, the impossible could not have happened. Whatever happened must have been that which is possible.
Where the fuck do you get those glasses?
Paimon bought them when we were reading at the bookshop in the city earlier. Pretty cool, huh?
Bruh. Pretty funny.
Paimon used her own savings to buy them. It wasn't from our travel funds.
You got your own saving? Bro, what the fuck?
I think they look cute on you, Paimon.
You have good taste, Lynette.
That's the right attitude. Feeling depressed isn't going to help me now. I need to get back to my normal self. But with the guards watching our every move, it's going to be especially difficult for Lynette and I to prove our own innocence. Good thing you agreed to be our attorneys. Thanks for that. We'll be counting on you.
Yes, thank you so much.
I'm used to this sort of thing. Do I? Actually, no. I guess so. Like, every country we've been through, we have some sort of problem with the authority. Except once that welcome us. I guess technically I'm used to this sort of thing.
Yeah, just leave it to us. Oh, since we're going to start investigating, Paimon has a question first. Where did Lynette go during the performance?
Oh, well, I'm afraid that would involve some of our essential trade secrets as magicians.
The secrets behind our magic are past saving, Lyney.
Fair enough. Pass surfing now.
I suppose you're right. The truth behind our tricks is going to be important evidence that will be weighted during the trial. 'Tis truly a pity. As a magician, our magic show is a work of art. We've poured countless hours and spared no effort in perfecting it. But if revealing our secrets will help you uncover the truth behind what happened, then it will be well worth it. We should go somewhere else if we're going to discuss our magic tricks. We'll go speak with the guards, and in the meantime, you can go investigate the stage and the seating areas.
Alright, let's go have a look while the investigation teams are still here. Detective Paimon is on the case!
Detective Paimon. Hopefully she used her brain power this time. As she knows on Twitter, she does.
How's the investigation going?
We Lyney and Lynette, attorney.
Ah, I see. You must be the traveler that Lady Farina mentioned.
Yes, it's me.
Listen, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'd avoid getting mixed up in this whirlpool of a mess if I were you.
Too late.
Huh? What do you mean?
Come with me and you'll see.
Oh boy.
The deceased is one of Lyney's assistants named Cal. Even though he hadn't joined the troop long, he was hardworking and everyone generally liked him. The assistants are usually in charge of setting up and inspecting the props, as well as assisting with the show and keeping the crowd engaged. As you probably saw when you were in the audience, the water tank suddenly fell and smashed the box with Cowl inside it.
But why was Cole inside?
This is the real mystery. We've already searched the scene and were unable to find any traces of the girl. However, if you look carefully, the box was positioned directly under the water tank. The ropes holding the tank were then burned by the pyrotechnics on stage, causing them to snap. All these factors lining up so perfectly makes it hard to see this as a mere accident.
That's fair.
If anything, the more logical explanation is that the whole incident was intentionally planned, and Lyney is the most likely person to have access to all these areas.
Fair?
But he doesn't have a motive.
Are you both good friends of his?
Well, you can't say we're good friends, but we've known each other for a little while.
So in just a short time, he was not only able to win your trust, but even convince you to act as his attorneys. I know there's no such thing as magic. The real trick of a magician is holding the audience in the palm of their hand.
No such thing as magic. Bitch, there's division. There is real magic in this game, for fuck's sake. They literally someone called the wish, you know, what's it? The Crimson Wish? Yep. Fucking Crimson Wish. Clemum. I forgot what is the Goop Claw. Hexagon of Wish? It's not Hexagon, is it? It was something else. I don't know. The fucking powerful wish. There is a fucking wish and wizard in this game, for fuck's sake. So the magic does exist. At least I'm for them.
I've seen a lot of cases, and I can tell you that people are the least reliable kind of evidence.
People can also be the most reliable evidence.
Sorry, I tend to be pretty straightforward. Just know that I'm warning you for your own good.
Fair.
Anyway, you may investigate the scene of the crime yourselves if you're curious. Who knows, maybe you'll be able to come up with some new evidence.
Maybe. Oh. You can use case record to confirm your current evidence and include collection solution and sort case related information. You can check as undiscovered evidence and include in case record, then investigate the corresponding area to locate them. Using the perception skill to find evidence and clue that can be investigated within a certain radius around yourself, they will advance your overall progress. Gande investigation report. Why does Paimon look like a nerd emoji? She kinda. I kinda see it, but it's like if you take out the mustache though. The nerd emoji. I forgot to read the deceased identity. The deceased is one of the lyney assistants named Cowell. He was well trusted by all his colleagues. His job was setting up and inspecting the prop, as well as assisting with the show and keeping the crowd engaged. Oh boy, detective in action. Damage magic box. The broken magic box was left on the scene after Gauntlet complete their investigation. Looking at it now, the water tank must struck it really hard. It does look really hard though. I mean, it does look pretty fucking heavy. The white line, so the body. Hold on. This is where the magic box was struck. If Cole weren't inside the box at that moment, he might dodge the falling water tank. He might have.
So this is the rope that broke and caused the water tank to fall. The rope looks pretty durable. How can it be burned through so quickly by fireworks?
So either Lyney didn't realize this was a safety concern, or
Why are you suddenly so serious, traveler?
thinking. I'm just looking at where the rope snapped.
Whoa. Look! This bit is made from different material!
Or someone intentionally broke it.
Most of it was burned away, but there's still a little bit of it left.
It seemed to be flammable, like a type of flash curtain.
So if a rope meant to hold Lynette, then that means... Wait, why don't you write all this down? Let's take notes.
Yep. Take note. Special rope. This rope was used to suspend the water tank. It suddenly broke when the fireworks were being launched on stage. The investigation has shown that the location where the rope snapped was made of flammable material. Oh boy. Okay, so that seems important. Hold on, let me check over here first though. Okay, so let's talk to these two first.
The investigation team has some new findings. Turns out there's an issue with the random number selector after all.
See, I told you. What if the machine picked some big guy's seat? You think the murderer would have still made his move then?
Sorry to interrupt, but we're helping Lyney and Lynette with their side of the investigation. What were you saying about the number selector? There's something wrong with it?
You're trying to help them? That'll be a tall order.
Lyney used the machine to pick a random member of the audience during his performance, right? The lucky girl that later disappeared. Well, we thought there might be a serious problem with the machine, so we had it taken away for further inspection.
It turns out that the seat number it picked wasn't random at all. The machine picks that same number every time. I'm sure you already know that you have to make a reservation in advance to get a seat, regardless of whether it's a trial or some performance. In other words, Lyney knew who would be sitting where from the very beginning.
That much checks out. Lyney reserved our seats for us too.
Bet you see why I was saying it'd be tough to make a case for Lyney.
Thanks, sorry for bothering you. Thanks, sorry to bother you.
Even though it's bad for Lyney's case, Paimon had better write it down.
Yeah, write it down. That good, write it down. You need the truth. The truth. Random number selector. This time I was used during Lyney magic performance to choose a lucky member of the audience. However, the ground they have found that it will generate the exact same number, no matter what. Clearly, someone has tampered with it. Yeah, someone seemed to be tampering with Lyney stuff.
Why would it be him? How strange.
He just arrived, right? So he might be some.
The murderer was. They must have made preparations well beforehand. People needed to register and reserve a seat for the show. That, combined with this number selector, could allow you to pick a young lady instead of some. This rope was obviously.
So long. Talk to him already. Do I need to talk to him again?
Go ahead, have a look around.
Okay, nope. Maurice.
Hello there. What are you investigating?
Oh, this location has also been cordoned off because the magic troupe members are currently considered prime suspects. The investigation team is still collecting evidence. The seats were all booked in advance, so we were able to deduce the missing woman's identity by checking the guest list.
Could you tell us who she is?
Sure. It's not like this is confidential information. We will publish it later anyway when we petition the public to help us find the missing person. Her name is Halsey. She's a painter from Fontaine who's made a bit of a name for herself.
Halsey.
Apparently, she wasn't a regular at the Opera House, but she'd been feeling some pressure with her work lately, which made her decide to come see the magic show. The magic troupe members all claim not to know her. We have looked into her social connections. It seems that she has no personal grievances or conflicts of interest with the suspects. Simply put, she wasn't related to the magic troupe at all, which matches the features of the previous serial disappearances.
Were the victims of previous cases also chosen at random?
That's how it seems to us, in any case. Apart from the fact that they were all young women of around the same age range, there really weren't any other connections between them.
Okay then.
Thanks for letting us know all of this.
No need to be so formal. If you do happen to see the missing girl, please be sure to contact us.
Okay.
It is of utmost importance that we get to the bottom of these disappearances.
Information about the missing lady identity. Halsey is the missing person. She is a famous painter and came to watch magic show in order to take a break from her own creative work. She isn't known to have been entangled in quarrel with any member of Lynette magic troupe. Lyney magic troupe. Okay, that seems important. Oh, something here. Oh, the order. Let's check out this first. The magic box. It looks like an honorary box, but Lyney somehow moved instantly from the stage to being inside of it. How did he do it? Feel like something under the ground, maybe. That's the door.
I see that you're investigating the area. Well, it just so happens that I'm interested too. If you find any new and interesting leads, be sure to share them with me, alright?
We don't have too many thoughts yet.
Then why don't I tell you my hypothesis first? The way I see it. And I'll start it with that loud thud.
Yeah, that's not that though did happen.
The thud? Oh, you mean the sound that happened during the countdown?
Yes, exactly. It wasn't terribly loud, but I suspect that most people heard it. It's just that everyone was awaiting the results of Lyney's trick with bated breath, so no one paid it much mind. But now that the incident has happened, the thud has become an important clue.
It did become an important clue.
That makes sense. So, what do you make of it?
I'm of the opinion that it may have been the sound of Lyney's accomplice. Lynette, perhaps. Jumping atop the water tank or something like that.
Impossible.
When the pyrotechnics went off, she cut the rope, sending the water tank crashing down.
That doesn't work like that, man.
Wait, wasn't the noise we heard too loud for that?
Perhaps the balance wasn't right, leading to a particularly rough landing.
Then wouldn't the water tank have started to swing a little bit in that case?
Oh, that's true. I suppose I must reconsider.
But you make a fair point though, but yeah, it still does.
It does remind Paimon though. What was with that sound?
Probably like what's it? Trapdoor? Probably trapdoor, isn't it? During his wish performance, there was a audible thud that many audience heard. It's probably a trapdoor, isn't it? I cannot interact with it again. But I'm guessing it's a trapdoor.
Lyney's still talking to the guards. It seems he'll have a lot of explaining to do. I think someone will be assigned to monitor us later, but that's alright. Lyney's still talking to the guards.
Cannot.
I think someone will be...
Molly.
Hey, you! Yes, both of you! Over here! I've been keeping an eye on you for a while now.
Oh, it's her. I forgot her name. Colleen? I don't know. Also the bodyguard though. It looked like a fucking album cover.
Huh? You mean us?
That's right. If I'm not mistaken, you're also among those who wish to cut down the thorns and pursue the truth. No? And by the looks of it, you're not from Fontaine.
Well, you're right on the more about that one, but who are you?
Who are you?
Have you never heard of the Spina di Rosula?
I do not.
From mediating disputes and providing protection to solving conundrums, you name it, Spina di Rosula does it. And I, Navia, have
Navia. Okala is the guardian. Not the what's it? The gladiator. Yep.
Though those who play by our rules call me boss.
I'm Silver, her attendant. Pleased to meet you.
Silver.
And I'm Melus,
Demoiselle's various daily needs and affairs are under my purview.
Huh? Boss? Demoiselle? What gives with the names?
Well, I am the second generation president. Malus and the others are still used to my previous title.
Previous title.
My apologies, Demoiselle. Should you prefer, boss, I will endeavor to use that instead.
No, no need. You don't have to call me boss. Just Navia is fine.
Okay, if you say so. Not that we're members of Spina di Rasula anyway.
All merely trifling details. Never mind. Now, back to the situation at hand.
So you want to investigate as well?
That's right. I've always kept an eye on the serial disappearance cases. My interest stems from a matter back from my father's time. Judging from the look of things, I find Lyney an unlikely mastermind.
Really? We think so
Same
too.
so.
But how did you come to that conclusion?
Intuition, naturally. My unparalleled intuition.
Oh boy.
Farina sure was quick to point the finger at Lyney without any decisive evidence whatsoever, wasn't she? But that's not uncommon for her. If you remember, the Justice had to interrupt her and ask if she was pressing charges just to keep her from getting carried away. Anyway, a trial begins the moment someone levels charges. And, of course, there was no way Farina was going to back down in that situation.
Sounds more like you just don't trust the Hydro Archon.
Well, what's your opinion? I must admit that she can be interesting at times, but liking her doesn't mean that I'll blindly agree with her.
Well, when you put it like that, you're right.
All right, I've answered your question. Now, it's time you answer mine.
Okay.
Did that answer count?
Well, I say it does. But don't worry, you won't hear any pointless questions from me.
Okay.
In your opinion, do you think it's right to treat a trial like it's an opera?
Well, not always.
And why would that be?
Doing so make it easy for the truth to fall by the wayside.
See, Silver and Malus? I told you they'd be different.
Most astute of you, Demoiselle. I too think that the Traveler's response was most excellent. No matter how wonderful the script or how fervent the audience's expectations may be, the trials that go on stage here must be based in fact. And if that can be done, boss, then...
All right, that's quite enough, Malus. Anyway, I like your answer. You passed with flying colors.
Yeah.
I need to make some preparations, following which our joint investigation shall commence. You two shall be my assistants.
Wait! Since when did we become assistants?
You're singing.
Oh, well, I can be the assistant. Sure. Or your companion, if you like. I'm really not that fussy.
Any of them is fine.
That's more like it.
I think you're missing the point, Paimon.
Far be it from me to brag, but I believe that Demoiselle's intuition will be instrumental in uncovering the truth.
That looked like was it wine? I don't know. From Skyrim, but red. Actually, it looked like Chuck from God Zombie.
You wish to save a friend from false accusations, and we wish to unravel the disappearances. In this sense, our goals are aligned.
Indeed. Did indeed align.
You have a point. Huh. You're quite the talker, aren't you, mister? And what about you over there? What do you think? You seem like you've got something on your mind.
I have nothing to add.
Fair enough.
Oh, alrighty then.
We'll be making some preparations first. Just be sure to let us know if they start revealing Lyney's tricks. Thanks!
Was she curious? No fear. Right, let me go up here. Check.
Sorry, but no one can freely enter or exit the Opera House at the moment. If you wish to leave, you must register your identity with us first.
No, we're not leaving. We're representing Lyney and Lynette as attorneys, so we're investigating the case. Were you always guarding this entrance?
Yes, after the Chief Justice gave the order, everyone coming in or out must undergo a strict inspection. So, the missing girl couldn't have left from here. At least, not from that point on.
What about during the show?
I doubt there was much opportunity then either.
How can you be so sure,
Well, because I was in charge of security near the entrance at that time. I couldn't see Lyney's performance from here, which was quite a shame. Just my luck. But still, I did not abandon my post, and I stayed put no matter how loud the applause was. If someone had so much as even approached the door, I would have noticed it, let alone if they had tried to leave. We Melazines are good at that sort of thing, you know.
So, it's safe to say the girl couldn't have left through here.
Yeah, she could have left through here. She might have left somewhere else. Or she could still be inside the building.
Alright, thank you for your help. This'll be useful info.
Thank you. Entrance and exit to the Opera House. No one left the Opera House during the magic show, and after the incident happened, only those who had their identity cleared by the guard could leave.
I checked everything of note here at the performance venue. Paimon wonders how Lyney's discussion with the guards...
Understood. Then I will be going with you. Just so you're aware, I will be monitoring your actions and making notes as necessary.
Very good. Thanks for being so agreeable. I'd pull a rose out of my hat as a gift for you if I could.
You may spare the pleasantries. I'm just doing my job.
Hello.
You've arrived. Who's this?
Me? I'm Spina di Rosula's guardian angel. If you've got a problem, I've got the firepower. Sorry, I got a little carried away there. Call me Navia. I'm a partner of theirs, and will be helping investigate this whole situation. And these are my companions. Would you mind if they join as well?
Fine by me.
Bye bye me.
Oh, new helpers? I would be most grateful.
Well, let's just say we're tagging along. It's not every day you get to see the secrets behind magic performed on such a large scale.
I appreciate your kind interest. Come with me. We'll be heading below stage.
Below stage, okay. That should be where most of the valuable
Yes, a world of secrets is hidden beneath this magic box.
valuable
Prepared
information. Yep.
specifically for this switcheroo trick.
So, yep, indeed, there is a trapdoor.
But before I reveal everything, you should have a look first. Notice anything strange here?
The floor. I notice the floor have some mark.
I'm not trying to be dramatic. Remembering the details of a trick will help you understand the methods used to perform it more easily.
The decoration is not there.
Huh. Weren't there balloons and other decorations here? Where did all that go?
Also, the decoration gone.
Good eye. That said, you're still far from discovering the answer.
The back of the door, is it the same? Yeah, really?
You mean the inside of the door? What's different about it? Paimon didn't notice anything.
I'm saying with Paimon, I didn't notice anything.
Very good indeed. I thought you might not be able to catch that, given that you were sitting in the first row. The back of this door was patterned. Those patterns are now gone, replaced by a smooth wooden board.
Oh. I didn't fucking realize. I didn't see.
If you put 2 and 2 together, what do you get?
There's another box inside this one.
Exactly. All right, let's go. I'll tell you how it works as we head down.
I kind of got it. Maybe it's like a work like an elevator thing. And this part is link the two boxes together.
you'd figure out most of it as soon as you saw this place. The 2 magic boxes are positioned right above the 2 entrances of the tunnel. See this flatbed trolley? The box with the lucky audience member in it would be shuttled over to the other side using the trolley.
This trolley can raise and lower and even rotate, ensuring that the box will face in the right direction.
I see. So that's the purpose of the box inside another box.
Precisely. The inner box would descend after the audience member was put inside and be moved along the trolley, all while the outer box would remain on stage as if nothing had ever changed.
So that's how you did it!
Once the box was lowered, the trolley would store some energy through this device here, with which it would complete the rest of the steps. The audience member would only be able to feel some slight movements in the dark, and by the time she walked out, she would already be back on stage.
Then, what about your side of the trick?
Right! You were talking that whole time, and you even came out for a moment near the end!
Ah, yes. A phonograph operated by Lynette was used to achieve that effect.
Phonograph?
My assistant and I had already scripted our conversation beforehand. When the countdown began, I had already gone to the opposite box via a tunnel using that ladder.
And what about Lynette? Where was she?
I was in the mezzanine space in the back of the box.
Oh, interesting!
Mezzanine? What the fuck is a mezzanine?
That's how we were able to coordinate Lyney's lines with the assistant. And, by the way, I was the one who walked out of the box at the end.
I mean, we are twins. All it takes is a change of clothes and no one can tell who's who.
Oh, really? I should was it? Where can I go back on my? I can go back on my fucking recording. I wanna see if the chick is different. So and it should be tier, right? Hold on. I'm cheating a bit, but hold on, one sec. No, too far. Okay, let's see. Hold on, one sec. I'm watching the footage because I want to see if the chicks change. I can't tell. It's too far away. It's too pixelated for me. It is in the correct size though, or maybe this point. I don't know. They probably use the same model.
And that's my favorite part of this trick. Only Lynette and I can perform it.
So that's how it all worked! Wow! Every detail you revealed was more amazing than the last!
I can tell a lot of thought was put into this.
Lynette would briefly walk out of the box and then go back in, jumping into the tunnel and escaping before the box on the trolley could finish ascending. And then I walk out of the other box in the audience area, and the trick would be complete. The operative word here being would.
Would, yeah.
But as you saw, Cal was in the box, not our audience member. She, on the other hand, mysteriously vanished.
Someone here?
We really don't know how that happened.
If not for that interlude, this would have been an astonishing trick. I probably never would have figured out how you pulled it off. And yet, to think that someone was able to use this magic trick to commit a crime. Could we have a look around?
Someone that knows the trick too, so it's probably someone in the troupe. And someone that can access all that area, as well as know the trick and know when to rig, what to rig, and just like prepare. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I'm saying, but yeah, someone that someone that knows. Yes, probably someone inside the magic group or someone like in the know of Lyney magic trick.
This is the scene of the crime. So Lyney and Lynette are not permitted to stay here. I'll escort them back up.
Yes, of course. No need to be so strict now. I won't disappear into thin air, you know.
Thanks, everyone. We're counting on you.
The magic trick. Lyney gave us a detailed account of how the trick was supposed to work. by using a box inside a box. The idea was to watch for the box, continue the audience. Okay, blah blah blah. I just like the account. Already know this. Audience size. The lever. This should be controller for the trolley. It seems to be able to operate automatically. The ladder. Is required in order to return to the magic box above. So there was a time that was it Lynette is inside that box up there and Lynette is up there. So is there any other assistant down here? I cannot ask. Or just thing broke too.
Looks like a hook tied to the end of a rope. Huh? There's all kinds of odds and ends here.
Then you didn't mention this earlier.
Perhaps it was a prop for a different trick. But why would it have been left here?
Whatever it is, let's make a note of it first.
Yo, seems suspicious. Drop hook rope. Use it and clear. It's look burned. I don't know if it's a detail or not. But the end of the rope look burned.
The floor is wet. Please be careful not to slip.
Speaking of which, why would there be water here?
Maybe it was for a trick.
Oh, Paimon knows. It's one of those tricks where you pour water into a jug and then flip the jug over only for the water to disappear.
It's probably not that.
And here's a broken vase. Huh. Did the trolley knock it down while moving?
No, it cannot. It's too stable for that.
That can't be. The trolley moves along tracks from start to finish. It couldn't have hit the vase at this distance.
Let's note this down too and think about it later.
Broken flower vase. It seemed unlikely that it was knocked over the trolley meant to transport the magic box.
Whoever the murderer was, why would it be?
So 1 evidence and 2 alibi. My position is required to complete the magic show, and track are perfect for making the trolley stay on its designated course. Boxes. A prop and costume are haphazardly stuffed inside. Costume. Trolley itself. There's a vent there. The vent is probably important. The trolley is crucial for transporting the magic box to the other side. The culprit must use this to execute their plan. Yep, and it's close to the vent too.
What is this place?
Looks like a vent.
It seems someone could fit through here.
It seems so too.
Could this have been the suspect's escape route?
It could be.
Alone, perhaps. But if they had to pull another person with them, the space would be too narrow.
But there are no other ways in or out of here.
And other than those that go through the magic box.
Oh, you're right. Let Paimon write that down.
Tunnel vent look like it could allow one person passes barely, but living alone with the missing lady seem an unrealistic prospect. But it's possible, but it's dangerous. So let's go up. Let's go up. Okay. I cannot go up from here. Fuck you. Clothing.
Oh, these are the clothes that the lady chosen from the audience was wearing, right? Her clothes are here, but she's nowhere to be found.
They need to mention the guest having a wardrobe change. Hello, Raya. Welcome back. We are investigating the crime scene right now.
Right. And do you really need to do that if you're kidnapping them?
Also, When the fuck did my glasses turn like that to that? I thought it's transparent area.
Ugh, this is so confusing. Paimon doesn't want to be a detective anymore.
The young lady cloth. The cloth belonging to Halsey, the lady who went missing. Found in the tunnel. The reason for the remain is unknown. Oh, for just remain unknown.
Yes, let's head back up.
When drop. Hold on. I'm trying to think right now, but like I don't know how the fuck I tell. But yeah, the culprit is definitely been through the tunnel.
Ascertain the state of the crime scene. Let's find a place to sort out our findings once Malus returns. Seems to me that there are several things that don't add up here.
Yeah.
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle.
So, what did the guards say? Did the criminal escape through the vent?
They believe the odds of that are very low, since the vent leads to the Opera House's basement. The guards have checked the area carefully. No one left through the basement during the performance or after the incident, and no one was found hiding there.
So the tunnel's become like a secret chamber then. You know, like the kind you usually see in novels.
It would seem so.
The plot thickens. Halsey's disappearance and Cowell's death are both quite inexplicable. No wonder Farina was so confident in her accusation. All the current evidence points toward Lyney and Lynette.
As if someone trying to plant the evidence. There's two. Okay, there's three. The two alibi missing from the tunnel. There's two missing from the Opera House.
In other words, the charges are very likely to be upheld unless we make some considerable progress.
Charges and then trial. So if the charges are upheld, they'll announce a sentence?
That's right. This is how a trial goes in the Opera House. During the proceedings, the Chief Justice and the Oratrice will hear statements from both sides.
The Oratrice will too?
That's right. This is how indemnitium is produced.
I was more dying because I'm mad, but I think I just need coffee. Yep, drinks. Drink some tea instead of coffee. It's more healthy, but oh well, it's preference, I guess. You want to drink coffee? Fuck it, go for it. Don't drink too much though. Don't drink too much. Stay away. Stay aware of your health. Yep. This is how I don't know how to fucking pronounce that word.
The statements from both sides, the defenses from attorneys, witness testimonies, and even the audience's emotions will all be projected on the Oratrice.
Oratrice.
To put it simply, it's as if the Oratrice has its own will, and is a judge in its own right.
This also precludes any kind of favoritism on the part of the Chief Justice. And not that this has ever happened anyway.
Fascinating.
Once both sides have finished speaking, the Chief Justice will make his final decision. This, too, will be used by the Oratrice as a reference.
You said don't drink too much coffee to me, but I'm a coffee addict. What the fuck did you say? You're a coffee addict? Try to lower your coffee, coffee intake a bit. You know, maybe how much you usually take? 2 or 3 cups. Maybe reduce it to like maybe one cup of coffee. And maybe someday you can, you know, slowly, get off it. Maybe try taking something else other than coffee for the caffeine, like tea. You know, maybe it will help because it's more healthy and there's less caffeine there. Yeah, the caffeine is the thing that make you addicted to coffee. So yeah, lower your intake a bit. It's dangerous for your heart.
Then, finally, the Oratrice will be consulted by officials. The result it returns is the will of justice itself.
I can't count how many in a day, maybe 3. Yep, lower your intake a bit. Maybe only like once per day, you know, in the morning only, like after you wake up, and that's it. Don't drink any more of them. Yeah, don't drink any more of them, and don't drink it like past like afternoon. Don't drink it in the afternoon, maybe. Or drink it in the morning. Yep. So yeah, lower your intake a bit.
Huh? So that machine is the one that actually decides? I thought neuvillette called the shots.
In practice, there is very little difference. Both have always come to the same judgment, which is why people have great faith in the Chief Justice. Ah, yes, the guards also asked me to convey that none of us will be allowed to leave this place before the trial.
Ah.
Huh? Why?
Because we've chosen to act as the twins' proxies. That makes us persons related to the case.
They're concerned that we might be colluding with outside parties, or that we might find outside help to disrupt the case. And even if that were not so, it could prove problematic if we happen to spread key information about the case ahead of time.
But actually use 1 cup with 2 or 3 sachets coffee. Lower that fucking lower that sachet a bit. You know, only 1 is enough. 1, just 1. Number 1 is the best enough, good enough. You don't need to take any more of those, you know, fucking coffee. Just 1 cup, 1 sachet, 1 coffee bag. That's it. Don't drink more than that. Too dangerous.
I'm ready to break out at any time.
Don't, Silver.
Whoa, there's no need for that. Paimon thinks they have a point. That said, are they providing food?
Of course. I just hope you don't mind the lack of options. I'm afraid that catering to all tastes is not in the cards, nor is any guarantee of balanced nutrition.
Now not the time to be picky, I guess. But implementing 1 sachet, not coffee, but water. That's the problem. Yeah, that's the problem, alright? If you consider one sachet of coffee, it's not a coffee. If you consider that, then that's a problem. That's the problem in it itself. Don't drink too much coffee, for fuck's sake. Bruh. For fuck's sake. Take care of your fucking health, man. It's quite an aggressive doctor I am, huh? Take care of your fucking health.
In that case, let's just sort out.
If you don't take care of your health, I will kill you myself.
I was hoping to take you to try some of Fontaine's famous desserts too. I mean, what better way to properly think through our findings than over some tea and sweets?
If you got sick, I will personally go to your house and shot you. And shoot you.
Breaking out suddenly doesn't seem like such a bad idea after all.
Paimon.
Just kidding, just
Oh,
kidding.
damn.
Paimon will still do her best, even if there are no snacks.
What now?
What do you mean?
Okay, then bye.
Snacks? Of course we'll have snacks. If we cannot buy some, then we'll simply make some.
Make some? You can make some?
Huh? Here? But how?
Understood, demoiselle. Everyone, please come with me.
Is it gonna be important?
Wait, you're carrying a portable stove with you?
Portable stove.
Yes, I must be prepared to meet the demoiselle's baking needs whenever the fancy strikes her.
I have eggs, sugar, and almonds at the ready.
Bruh.
Good work, you two. Then I'll get to it. Please sit tight for a moment. You'll get to taste my awesome snack soon enough.
Bro, she carry around a fucking baking ingredient everywhere. Holy shit.
These three are quite the interesting group.
Might be a zero thing. Maybe they're good thing.
And Paimon thought it smelled good while it was still in the
That's a fucking huge macaron.
Even better now. Paimon can't stop drooling.
That's a fucking big macaron. Holy shit.
From the way you had these two guys carrying all that stuff around, Paimon thought you'd have them do more during the baking process. But you ended up doing the entire thing by yourself. Beating the egg whites, grinding almonds, everything.
I was applauding.
Was plotting. God damn it, safer.
And I was giving encouraging smiles.
I love this too. God damn. That not quite what Paimon meant, but okay.
Paimon was just thinking. Aren't you worried about getting your fancy dress dirty, beating egg whites and baking like this?
Well, I don't think it's carved in stone anywhere that fancy ladies can only read books, sip tea, ride horses, and play the piano. I just really enjoy making snacks.
Fair enough.
Don't underestimate beating egg whites, by the way. It's a real arm workout. You also need to beat them to just the right consistency, or your macarons will crack. Anyway, give these a try. Fresh out of the oven. There's 3 for each of us.
Only 3?
Only 3?
Eating too many sweet treats might send all that sugar to your head. You wouldn't be able to think clearly about the case on a sugar rush, would you?
Fair enough.
Tea is ready to be served as well. This is Demoiselle's favorite, strong black tea with a floral fragrance that clears the mind and lifts the spirit.
Oh, thank you. Why don't you take a break as well?
No need for concern. I'm merely doing as I should.
The macaron is okay. Indeed, I want to eat it. I'm hungry now. I don't have I know, actually no, I do have something to eat. I have Pringle, but it doesn't taste the same. Oh, but do I have chocolate? Should I go grab them? Nah, later after stream. I'm gonna eat it after stream, not now. Now I'm still doing my job. I'm still streaming. No food yet.
Alright then.
Not yet. So tempting.
As Paimon mentioned previously, the tunnel seems to be something of a secret chamber.
Secret chamber?
However, we can assume that Lyney and Lynette were not alone within it. Some criminal also occupied its sealed confines. The magician twins could have committed the crimes, of course, but they lack any logical motive.
They do lack much logical motive.
Exactly! Why would they do such a thing right when everyone was watching?
So apart from the twin, we are left with 2 other people. The missing girl and the deceased. But I don't like macaron. I'm picky eater, by the way. You don't like macaron? It's a fucking dessert. Who the fuck doesn't like dessert? Oh man, I guess fair enough if you think it's too sweet or something. Because there was a time that I think that too, so fair enough. Fair point. We left with 2. I'm I'm a pretty picky eater too, but what's it? I have preference, but I still eat everything. We left with 2 other people, the missing girl and the deceased.
The flower vase and the thud we heard during the performance could indicate some altercation between Halsey and the criminal in the tunnel.
Possible. Oh, the Crowell, right? The deceased might be accomplice in the crime as well. Yeah, he might be accomplice. That's why there's only 1 win. Actually, no. The criminal might be hiding in the vent, maybe. But how did he get the girl out?
Resulting in the shattering of the vase, the discarding of her clothes, and her abduction. Perhaps the criminal thought that since she was chosen from the crowd, she would be too easy to identify if she was still wearing the same clothes.
If you always say that I'm really picky eater, there's a lot of food that I don't like. To be fair, I have a lot of food that I don't like either, like onion. I don't like eating onion. I don't like eating raw tomato. I don't like pickle. So yeah, there's quite a few things that I don't like, but I can still eat them though if I have to. So yeah, eat a lot. At least eat vegetable. And don't forget to eat some protein too. How the criminal thought that she was chosen for the crown?
Thinks that makes sense, but the real trouble is...
There's no evidence that this 3rd person even exists.
True. None of the clues we found thus far support the existence of this 3rd person. But the only people left to consider are both technically victims, whether it's the missing girl, Halsey, or poor Cowell.
Could Halsey have secretly made modifications to the magic props in order to murder Cowell before making her escape?
But she had no way of knowing how the magic trick worked.
That's tampered with the setup, she would need to understand the entire trick to pull it off. Nor does she have any motive. The guard said that she has never had any dealings with the Magic Troop's members.
Were we not thorough enough in our search? From the sound of things, this is turning into an impossible case. Your macarons are amazing though, Navia. They smell great!
You're missing a few clues.
They're nice and crisp and super sweet.
They are my specialty after all. And I see you've already had 5 of them.
What? 5? Oh, that can't be right. Paimon only counted 3, honest.
Please don't worry about it. At my age, a few less sweets might actually be a good thing.
No. Being greedy is one thing, but Paimon knows how to count. Besides, Paimon knows that if she ate too many, then others wouldn't have enough.
Oh, it's fine. Everyone know how much you love eating.
Wait, even you don't believe Paimon? How could you? If Paimon ate those 2 extra macarons, then may they turn into stone in her stomach.
All right, we get it. Well, I suppose one of us might have gotten too engrossed in our chat and eaten them by mistake. No big deal. Malus, set up the stove again if you would.
Oh no.
What are you doing?
Oh no, she's gonna be again.
Sure everyone gets 3 macarons, of course.
Oh, there's really no need for that to do that.
Exactly. We don't want to trouble you.
There's no
As you
need.
wish, demoiselle.
Oh fuck.
I have the egg, sugar, and almonds.
Well, this really is your hobby, huh?
She have everything ready.
Well, that's it for snack time. I'm going to have another look around the area.
Me too.
Don't know what we're looking for yet, but we've still got some time. As attorneys,
2. Yeah, there's 2 alibi missing.
I suggest the 2 of you think the case over again. It would be awkward if you got all tongue-tied on stage during the trial.
All right. Thanks for your help and for the snacks.
It was nothing. A small task for the Spina di Rosula. Silver, Malus, it's time to go. I'll be back if I find anything new.
Alright. Probability of the 3rd person being involved. Mother Crow will know how she have motive, but after having talked to Novel, the likelihood of the 3rd person being involved seem really low too. Low but not 0, so there is a chance.
It's time to put our heads together. We've got to get our defense ready for the trial.
There's still some alibi missing though.
Gonna be a long and difficult case. There's no point in worrying about that now. We just need to prepare. Here, take Paimon's notes. They should help you review the situation.
Squall Fury.
I'm trying to see if there's any author alibi I'm missing. Is it? Oh wait, let's see. Hold on. There's nothing.
The wind rises.
This person here. Can I talk to this person? Nope. Also, like the alibi are actually gone now. I cannot. That's like I got all of them now. Let's go check the tunnel. I think we have to look at clothing, track, storage box. We already know this.
Too slow.
I guess we just wait for the trial then. I guess we got nothing now. guess we just wait for the trial. Was it 8? Alright, 8. Oh shit, it's turned to that in front of my fucking eye. Damn. Courthouse. I do have some thoughts, but let's take things step by step.
Good plan. Impossible things don't just happen. We'll get to the truth one way or another.
Just relax.
Even
if everyone else suspects Lyney and Lynette, at least we will be supporting them from the stands. Besides, I doubt Farina understands any more about what happened than we do.
Thanks, Navia. Well, we'll be going then.
Best of luck to you.
Finally, you're back. Well, how did your investigation go?
To be honest, you might be disappointed.
No. We're already very grateful that you were willing to help.
Well now, don't you all look disappointed. Don't tell me that your investigation came up empty-handed. That was to be expected, of course. The guilty can never produce proof of their innocence. But don't let that stop you. I shall be terribly disappointed should you, my most anticipated foe, concede so easily.
Just you wait.
Since both parties are present, I declare that the trial regarding the magic show incident is now in session. Firstly, in order for the audience to understand the causes and results of the incident, could we please have Mr. Lyney explain the trick?
Yes, of course. I will explain while Lynette demonstrates on stage. All the necessary items have been prepared.
Really clearly will the detail of the magic trick. I didn't even get to read.
I take your statement to be that you ran to and remained hidden within the magic box in the audience stands once the trick began, and thus could not have committed the crime. Is this correct?
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
In that case, I call upon the prosecution. Lady Farina, do you wish to refute his statement in any way?
Why, of course I do. Allow me to take the first shot and break this case wide open. Mr. Lyney is clearly lying. There is no way you could have been in the box the whole time.
The box. Box, the magic box once they had an injection later. And it had been instantly moved to the outside. Magic trick by using a box inside a box. The idea was to put a box containing the edge. Okay, so a box inside the box.
If you were to abduct Halsey and murder Cowell, in fact, I'd say you were hardly in that tunnel at all.
That is simply your hypothesis based on the presumption that I'm guilty.
Oh, is that so? And if I may ask, what did you hear while you were inside your box?
The roaring countdown of the crowd, of course. That's how I kept track of the time and built anticipation for the finale.
And you didn't hear anything else at all? Nothing that might leave an impression of any kind?
No, nothing.
I see. But when the count reached 30 seconds or so, there was a thud. One so loud that I believe practically everyone heard it.
Huh?
Hey, hang on. Something's not right here.
How could Lyney not know about the sound?
Yeah, I'm sure he could have heard a noise that loud from inside the box.
Yeah, how could
I was
Lyney
right
know?
by the box, and I definitely heard the thud.
Look at those scales. Could those mean...
They probably sent the Octress stand on the trial. Octress stands on the trial?
Well then, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to use the words of the magician himself. You never know what can happen in the blink of an eye. Indeed, it seems his alibi can also collapse in the blink of an eye. Of course, I have armed myself to do far more than smash your alibi. Confidence cannot go unfounded, and my foundations are rock solid. Tell me, aren't you and Lynette actually from the House of the Hearth?
House of the Heart? The Fatui? I already know this because I got spoiled.
No wonder they did something like this.
So the serial disappearances were the Fatui's doing. Now it all makes sense.
I've got a feeling that what happened on stage probably wasn't just an accident.
That's irrelevant. Our identities have nothing to do with what happened.
Indeed. Then perhaps you could tell us everything that happened during that 1 minute. Your first priority is to prove yourself innocent after all. I'm sure there is little that needs to be kept secret now. Unless your script already has holes in it.
When our Tyler gonna fight back fucking?
Is speechless. My oh my, don't they look flabbergasted? Now comes the infighting and discord, I suppose. This was almost too. Good thing I made all those preparations. Seems the all-nighter I pulled last night is really paying off.
Hey, Lyney, why didn't you tell us this before?
Order! Order! Mr. Lyney, allow me to re-establish the facts. Lady Farina has raised 2 points. First, when the thud was heard in the Opera House, you were neither in the box nor the tunnel. Second, you and Ms. Lynette are both members of the House of the Hearth. Are these claims true?
There's no doubt about magician ability to con alter, given how Lyney has concealed his identity. This could all have been set up beforehand. Plus, Shaw is here in Fontaine along with other house operative. There must be some scheme at work here. I've been waiting for such a scheme before, and now...
Please answer my question, Mr. Lyney.
I'm sorry. Yes, they're true, Your Honor.
I knew it!
Well, that's it. We might as well move on to the sentencing already.
What should we do now?
Oh, fuck's it, Tyler, please speak already. Yep, permission to speak, Your Honor.
Granted.
My client has some key information. My defense cannot proceed.
In that case, what is your request?
I request a brief adjournment. There are things that must be discussed.
Is that really necessary? They're already as good as guilty.
The defendant deceived their own attorneys. What is there left to discuss?
Order! Order, I say! Your request is reasonable, and we shall adjourn. This trial will reconvene in 1 hour.
So you would stick to Mr. Lyney's defense even after knowing what you do now? You certainly have more professionalism than I thought. In that case, my dear audience, let's allow the joy of victory to steep for a little while longer.
You have to tell that you didn't fight back at all. Fucking hell. What constitution you made? I didn't get time to read. But yeah, they did keep it here some fucking key information.
Awkward. I didn't think the Hydro Archon would dig all that up. I'm sorry, Traveler and Paimon.
Yeah, sorry.
Paimon doesn't know where to start. We trusted you two. We based our entire reasoning on the assumption that you weren't bad guys. Not to set the wrong tone or anything, but Paimon's really mad.
I'm very sorry. I know you're angry, and reasonably so, but please, let me explain.
Go on.
I know you've clashed with the Fatui several times before. I wouldn't be surprised if just hearing the word is enough to make you upset. But our organization is very, very large, and the Harbingers have very different personalities and goals.
That's fair, yeah.
Right now, we want to save people. As many as we can.
That's right. I'm sure we're on the same page when it comes to this nation and the disaster that its people might face. I knew if it weren't for our respective identities, we could become good friends. That's why I didn't wish to flat out lie to you, but chose to hide some details instead. The truth is very important, but being completely transparent about everything would see us spending more effort than we need to.
But how can we know this isn't all just another lie?
Right. So, you be the judge. Heck, if I were you, I fear that I'd even struggle to trust me at this point. You met a Fatus who works as a magician, a trickster by trade. All by coincidence, too. But still, I'm asking you to trust me. I am no criminal. At least, not in this case.
Sorry. Please forgive us.
Well, you both say that, but...
Explain the other issue first. Where did you actually go while the trick was being performed?
Right. Let's hear your answer first, and no lies now!
Of course. I'll answer any question you ask. We've been trying to find out how the Oratrice operates. We want to know why it has a consciousness. Why can it deliver sentences accurately? During our investigations, we learned that the machine's core is beneath it. From that moment on, Lynette and I have been designing this box swap trick, with the objective of getting close to the core.
Is that why you needed a whole minute?
That's right. In truth, the audience would take about 75 seconds to count down from 60, while I would only need 15 to get to the opposite box. So, after jumping into the tunnel, I accessed the Opera House basement via the vent, and went to investigate the room in which the core is stored.
That air vent was created during the construction of the tunnel specifically to execute this step.
Well, no.
And what did you find?
As soon as I reached that room and was about to investigate, I heard someone's voice. Which should have been impossible, of course. I was quite certain that I was the only one in the room. That voice seemed to recognize me and tried to speak to me. I chose to err on the side of caution and retreated the way I came. On the way back, I saw the broken vase and the clothes on the ground, but the countdown was almost finished, so there wasn't time to give it any thought. After that, the homicide occurred just as you saw.
Well, that explains why you didn't hear the thud.
But why do you want to understand how the Oratrice operate?
Because of that prophecy I told you about, of course. We must know all we can about this nation's secrets in order to deal with that prophesized crisis.
That's the only way we can save everyone.
So, there you have it. The whole truth. I swear, I didn't hide anything from you this time. It was never my wish to proceed under this cloud of mistrust either. But, like I said earlier, you can be the judge. If you want to leave because you don't trust the Fatui, there's nothing I can do to stop you.
Well, Traveler, you decide. Paimon will follow your lead however you choose.
I believe in the facts. What the fuck that means? I will defend you from these charges. I will let the judgment will be disciplined as it should. I will defend you from these charges.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks for giving us a chance.
Yeah. The problem is
Pretty badly against you two.
yep, it's pretty bad.
If you want to refute the Hydro Archon's accusations, we're gonna need a seriously watertight defense.
To be fair, some of the Fatui bad guy is not that bad anymore. Like the Child is like the bad guy. He's a pretty good guy actually. More like an anti-hero, right? Or anti-villain. Whatever. And Skara turned to good guy now. So yep, we don't know. Maybe the Fatui Harbinger, some of them might be a good guy actually. So this one, Lyney and Lynette, might be a good Fatui as well. Actually, we already have the key evidence we need.
Huh?
The judgment almost over. Let's go back.
Oh, Paimon thinks she gets what you mean.
I didn't get it. What the fuck do you mean? Lyney's statement. Lyney claimed that he headed to the chamber containing the Oxford core. Upon entering the core, did not witness the crime taking place, and thus did not hear the third. There was in the Oxford core chamber, and he claimed to have heard a mysterious voice in the chamber that housed the Oxford core within the blah 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 blah. Are you sure you know this? I don't know how to read at the end there.
Squall Fury.
Continue the trial. So that's the missing evidence scene. The brief adjournment end and the Braille But
Both
nearby.
parties have returned to their
Fucking
positions.
failed
Let
night
us
thing.
continue
Nearby
the
thing.
trial.
Oh well.
When last we left off, Mr. Lyney acknowledged the new evidence presented by Lady Farina as fact. Therefore, Lady Farina may continue stating her reconstruction of the events.
That took long enough. Now then, if everyone would lend me their attention at this stage, let's revisit that scene from Lyney's perspective.
Based on the opponent account of event, you can identify a loophole in their statement. Oh boy! Minigame. Use evidence include obtained during the investigation to refute any earnest assertion of the fact and replace them with new interference. Use your reference to convince the audience and obtain more support from the person of the actress will display such shift clearly. When you find and refute all the incorrect content, you can complete the cycle of refute and unveil the truth. Oh boy!
As the countdown began, he entered the tunnel. When the flatbed trolley passed, he opened the box and got into an altercation with Halsey, which caused the loud thud. He did not realize that this sound could be heard by everyone in the opera house, which is why he claimed earlier that he could not hear the sound. Finally, he used the vase to knock her out, before making her change clothes to prevent others from recognizing her. At this time, Cowell arrived in the tunnel, having heard that strange noise, and caught Lyney red-handed. So Lyney proceeded to knock him out too before stuffing him into that box. Afterward, Lyney passed the unconscious Halsey to his accomplice through the magic box in the audience stands, before operating the devices such that Cowell's death would be ruled an accident. And there you have it. That's the truth behind what happened.
Does the defendant's side have any objections to Lady Farina's description of the events?
The key to refuting Lady Farina's
I don't have to read this.
order of events, what Lyney experienced, and what he saw.
Okay. As it kind of begun, okay, that's true. The loud sound was from Lyney and Halsey fight, but Lyney claimed that he heard nothing in order to cover the truth up. Claimed he that's not here. He must have been very confused when he saw them. Lyney's statement.
According to Lyney, he left via the vent after entering the tunnel. He couldn't have had that altercation with Halsey.
They left the tunnel. The tunnel of the wind. Okay. How was Lyney really in the tunnel at that time? Was Lyney in the tunnel at all time? No one left the opera house during the incident, or it does. In the tunnel the whole time. Remove her clothes to prevent her from being identified. That's not it. So, walk in on so this is evidence indicated that when Lyney returned to the tunnel, the crime scene and all Lyney saw was this one. Was this.
Lyney did not take part in the underground altercation. He only witnessed traces of the aftermath.
Was Lyney in the tunnel the whole time? Yes, he heard the thing.
Lyney went to the room that contains the Oratrice's core. This is the actual truth.
Okay.
Attention! Ace Detective Paimon has something to say! When the countdown started, Lyney did indeed go into the tunnel. But he immediately used a vent to access the Opera House basement, which is where the underground core of the Oratrice is stored. Once he reached that area, he heard a voice in what should have been an empty room. sense he felt something was amiss, he returned immediately. The crime scene had already developed by the time he reached the tunnel again, and in order to complete the magic trick, he did not remain there for any length of time. Finally, he reached the surface, and that was when the accident happened from his point of view. Therefore, he's innocent.
Successful refutation.
Paimon did it! Paimon actually managed to say all that! Wasn't it awesome?
Good job, Paimon.
You believe that he knew nothing of the incident?
That's right!
Moreover, I believe my opposition reasoning is flawed.
My reasoning?
The on-stage equipment was clearly tampered with in premeditated fashion. However, you say that Cobra bumped into Lyney by chance.
If that's the case, then if Cowell hadn't entered the tunnel, who was the entire setup meant to kill? Assuming that what you say is true, Lyney only needed to kidnap the young girl to cause a new disappearance case. What would the point of killing someone on stage be?
Oh, they have a point.
That's right, you tell him! And that's why they're partners of mine. They've managed to turn things around.
Oh, well, your denial is very strident, I'll give you that. But what proof do you have to back your claims?
Do you happen to remember how you reviewed Lyney's alibi initially?
Of course I do. If he had been in the magic box the whole time, how could he have not heard that sound? Why do you ask? You're saying that he wasn't?
Your claim has now become open. Your claim has now also become a critical clue. Show reasonable evidence. Oh shit. Which evidence that Lyney wasn't in the tunnel when climb took place? No one left the entrance. Okay. Was it in the tunnel? Anything that make it? Case 11. New one. Okay, so only 3 statement. Yeah, only three statement. On the left, not this one. There was a. She seemed to have any tangle. What is the evidence that Lyney? What is the evidence that Lyney wasn't in the tunnel when the climb took place? Sense down. This one?
That's right! Lyney wasn't in the box or in the tunnel. That's why he didn't hear anything strange during the performance. This means that when the crime happened, Lyney had already entered the basement via the vent. The same clue you used to disprove his alibi has now become the best proof! How do you like that?
Well played.
Paimon becomes really smart now, huh? What the fuck, bro?
To think you'd use such logic. Well then, if it wasn't Lyney who committed the crimes, then who was it?
The murderer was the icon. Select the gear icon in the interface to check the corresponding cost question. Select answer and fill out the empty gear to verify correctness of your deduction. If you have made any mistake, you must make another instruction for the remaining option. When you have answered all the questions correctly, you can complete this logical chain. Oh shit. I don't know what the fuck. How did the culprit trigger the on-stage accident? How did the culprit trigger the on-stage accident? Ground indicate that the fire was released near the end of the tunnel. Show ignition, ignite, and burn through ropes spanning the water tank above the stage that caused the water tank to fall and kill cover in the box. If Lyney is no longer under the suspicion, only the other member of the troupe would have been able to tamper with the prop. Lyney gave a detailed account of how the trick was supposed to work. What was the original plan for the performance? Lyney gave a detail of how the trick was supposed to work by using a box inside a box. The idea was for the box containing the audience member to be transported across via a tunnel underneath, and Lyney himself would also use this tunnel to get to the other side. Having changed her outfit, Lynette and her assistant would take shot off on-stage interaction. The clothes belonged to Halsey, the lady who went missing, were found in the tunnel. The reason for this remained unknown. What evidence is there that the select member was involved in the incident? Who was the only person who could possibly have committed the crime? Sportsburg. Report included that the firework released near the end of the tunnel show ignition. Third party, the possibility is low. It pop. If it's the truth, then it's Cowell himself.
His name is Cowell, Lyney's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with the equipment. Could there have been a third person? And Halsey is the missing person and an ordinary audience. The deceased's name is Cowell.
This one seems more likely. Hypnosis correct. Yeah, I thought so. Cowell is involved.
That can't be right.
Oh, is that so? How interesting. Let's hear your reasoning then.
What I must do next is recreate the truth. What Cowell did, and how he went from would-be perpetrator to victim.
How can we interpret Lyney as having been unable to interfere with the crime?
Lyney was not in the tunnel at that moment. It would have been tough for both people to fit. The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing. No one entered or left. Lyney
This one.
was not in the tunnel at.
How can I prove that there was altercation in the tunnel?
It would have been tough for both people.
Love that.
Sound we heard may have come from a clash between them.
This one. Who is the prime suspect currently?
The
This.
deceased's name is Cowell. Lyney.
Where did Halsey go?
It would have been tough
Halsey.
for both people to fit into that vent. They would. No one entered or left the opera house through its entrance. It would have been tough for both people to fit into that. No one entered or left the opera house through its entrances. So where would
This
It would
one?
have been tough for both people to fit into that vent. They would likely have bumped into Lyney as well. Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel, so there must have been some fear that she would attract attention.
No, it's the entrance.
No one entered or left.
Oh no, it's the when? But there's a possibility of meeting Lyney though. I don't have the evidence. The criminal must have understood the method behind Lyney's magic trick and must have been in a position to easily modify the equipment. Leaving aside how he died, Cowell has all the means to commit the crime at his disposal. The strange noise could likely to have been the sound of Cowell and Halsey struggling. Lyney was not in the tunnel for 1 minute. It would have given time for Cowell to bring Halsey out of the magic box in the audience stand. But according to granted testimony, no one entered or left the opera house, so even if he had taken her, there would be no means of exiting. Exiting from the box would have been in full view of the audience, pretty much guaranteed that they would be discovered.
What's wrong, Traveler? Are you still having trouble figuring things out?
Where in the world did Halsey go?
I see how it is. So this was all just a bluff. And here I thought you had something to show for it. But it seems you're still far from the truth.
Look, since we're at a dead end, why not consider a different track? Just like the trick as it transpired, the end result must have been utterly different from the magician's initial design.
Okay.
If only we knew how Halsey disappeared.
Well, that would be nice, but the tunnel only has 3 exits, and none of them seem very likely. And it's not like this is a magic trick where you can just make a real live person disappear. You know, like you did from that water tank, Lynette.
Escaping from the water tank. It could have been the water.
Excuse my interruption, dear opponents, but do you not see that the crowd is growing impatient? There is no greater sin in this opera house than an awkward delay in the performance.
If the defense is unable to make further effective arguments, we will move on to the next stage of the trial.
Hold on a second.
Lyney was not in the tunnel at that moment, which gave our criminal. The sound we heard may have come from a clash.
How can I prove that
with
this was it?
Halsey. The deceased's name is Cowell.
Where did Halsey go? The water!
This was not broken by chance. It was...
Paimon gets it! It all comes together if Halsey disappeared instead of being kidnapped. Lynette escaped from the water tank, vanishing gradually and leaving only clothes behind. If there's a similar method where a person could be transformed in...
Oh, just a moment. How could a person ever be transformed into water? This is reality we're talking about here, not some magic trick.
I request that we examine Cole with personal effect. We might find something there. Does he have a delusion? He might have a delusion.
Must we really? I should think that of anyone. Your friend Lyney already knows this truth very well. Magic tricks are ultimately just illusions and misdirection. But Halsey's disappearance is very real. We're talking about 2 completely different things.
And in real life, you have someone that can turn into water. Mona! For fuck's sake, in your real life, in Genshin.
Even so, I trust the traveler's judgment. The truth must be out there somewhere. Perhaps some new line of reasoning may open if we try to gather all... Since Cal was the deceased, we haven't placed much attention on him. But given that we aren't making much progress with the case, it wouldn't hurt to have a look at his belongings, would it?
People really do come up with all sorts of harebrained schemes when at the end of their rope. The way I see it, your suggestion that we broaden the scope of our investigation is nothing but a tactic for stalling the trial.
Nevertheless, I believe that this is a reasonable request on the part of an attorney. Since the trial does indeed
Oh man, the sitting post.
I believe that additional evidence may help us make more progress. Guards, please step into the lounge and examine the personal effects of the deceased, Cowell.
After some time, Agron returned with news.
Still examining the items, but we have already made critical progress that we feel must be shared with everyone post-haste. We discovered several test tubes of fluid within Cowell's baggage, each labeled separately. The notebook in his backpack claims that these fluids are... water from the Primordial Sea.
The Primordial Sea?
Primordial Sea?
The note's contents also indicate that Cowell belonged to an organization that sells illegal drugs and that he had an accomplice. The notebook has many entries concerning safe usage of these fluids, in which the keyword dissolve appears many times. One of these tubes was labeled Opera Epiclese, along with yesterday's date. It is empty. The notes also state that these dissolution properties work exclusively on people from Fontaine. It's likely that Halsey was chosen as some sort of test subject.
Oh, Halsey already dead then.
As such, we believe
She already
that the
dissolved.
defense's hypothesis is, in fact, supported by sufficient evidence.
You've got to be kidding! People dissolving into water?
Could something so ridiculous actually be true?
Wait a moment. This reminds me of a certain prophecy, but it's just a coincidence, isn't it?
Huh. If people can become water, does that mean that the water tank's real use was as a means to hide water stains? And if Cowell was targeting that girl... Wait just a minute. Could that mean... You two, with me, quick!
Demoiselle, wait! What about your partners?
Let's go. Just trust me.
She goes through the water, isn't it?
Order!
It is undeniable that further examination of the deceased's personal effects has yielded some surprising results, but we cannot yet verify the veracity of these clues. Still, let us assume that these clues are indeed authentic, albeit with the understanding that Ms. Halsey has yet to be found. Guards, please continue examining the items along these lines. Mr. Lyney, it appears your hypothesis is supported by the evidence, so please continue speaking.
Of course. Thank you, Your Honor. If we uphold this hypothesis, I believe that many of this case's seemingly unrelated clues can be connected together.
Right! Like the metal hook! That one didn't make sense at all.
Metal hook?
Let's think about this. Cowell's methods must have something to do with that water from the primordial sea.
Water from the primordial sea. The liquid that the ground they found in Cowell luggage seemed to have the ability to dissolve Fortanian into water. So she probably did. Who is the prime suspect currently? Fuck the fucking Cowell. What time did the culprit use to control the timing of this dissolution?
Lynette was in the magic box on stage. I remember there was something else within the inner layer of that.
What item did the culprit use to control the timing of the dissolution?
The rope that held the water tank up was lit by the firework. Now it seems like the hook rope was not meant for another magic trick.
What is this? What item did culprit use to dissolve Halsey? This.
Now it seems like the hook rope was not.
What item did the culprit use to hide the mechanism behind the crime?
Magic box on stage. I remember there was something else.
This one? Oh, correct. Okay.
It's Ace Detective Paimon's time to shine again! In the original plan, Cowell would tamper with the water tank rope and the number selector securing his target. When the magic box containing Halsey was lowered, the metal hook would retract gradually and pierce the balloon at the top of the box.
When the magic box containing Halsey was lowered, the magic hook that gradually pierced the balloon at the top of the box. Okay. Magic retract gradually.
When the balloon attached to the box popped, the water from the primordial seed inside it would pour down and dissolve Halsey. Afterward, Cowell would enter the tunnel and break the flower vase to conceal the water inside the tunnel, with the remaining evidence being covered up by the water tank on stage. But he encountered something unexpected in the tunnel, and wound up being fatally hit by the same water tank he meant to use to cover his tracks.
Something unexpected in the tunnel.
Huh. That does make sense.
That actually links together a lot of the more confusing pieces of evidence.
So what is something unexpected?
What do I do? Even I think they sound convincing. Have I falsely accused an innocent person? What a humiliation.
Yes, you have. You have falsely accused an innocent person, my friend.
Now, it seems like the only point of contention remaining is the exact circumstances that led to Cal's death. His notes mentioned he had an accomplice who could be related to the situation.
On that note, the guards have just contacted me indicating that they uncovered new evidence. I shall now invite him on stage to share it with us.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor. We were just inspecting the luggage of the other people involved in this case, and we found an identical sample of the water from the primordial sea among Lyney's personal effects.
What?
That can't be.
Oh, I see. Well, how wonderfully comedic to have your own counterattack only to come back and wound you. Does this not clear all doubt? My dear citizens, my loyal audience, allow me to present my reasoning and bring this performance to a swift close.
Refutation.
Lyney did not need to take part in the dissolution of the young woman at all. Indeed, he did leave the scene via the vent. Having made modifications to the props beforehand, his accomplice Cowl then caused Halsey to vanish using the water from the primordial sea. But upon his return, in cruel avarice, Lyney desired sole credit and prepared to do away with his partner in crime. Ultimately, he knocked Cowl out, and the tool meant to cover the crime up also became a murder weapon. Now, as much as I regret having come to such a viciously straightforward conclusion, it does seem that the famed Fatui is quite the cold-blooded and ruthless organization.
Okay.
Am I right, Mr. Lyney?
We've used up all the evidence we collected. There's no way for us to make a rebuttal here. Is this the end of the rope?
You give up way too fucking easily, man.
Oh no. Paimon can't think of anything either. It doesn't look like there's any way around. Seems using the water as new evidence was too good a move.
I think we've all seen enough now. And we have ample witnesses to my flaw. I believe this is indeed the finale.
Don't pronounce it the finale just yet.
Now then, my good, noble Chief Justice, should we not, in your view, move...
Excuse me, everyone, but I must interject.
Miss, I must ask you not to shout and to respect the ongoing legal proceeding.
Oh, come on. Don't be hasty. I have a good reason for interrupting, you know. Now, would anyone here like to take a little break from all this debate? I'll show you an amazing trick. One that can bring a young woman who has disappeared back in the flesh, right before your very eyes. Please, do the honors, Mr. Lyney, if you would be so kind.
What in the world is she saying?
No offense, miss, but miracles like that are beyond my scope as a magician.
Come on now, don't be silly. Magic is all about misdirection, isn't it? It often conceals the truth while presenting a fascinating illusion. But once everyone believes the illusion, can't magic reveal the truth to them once again? And wouldn't such a trick be the most marvelous finale to today's performance?
I didn't say man because I'm too focusing on this shit.
Don't worry. Spina di Rasula has made the necessary arrangements on your behalf. But as the magic makers and stars of the show, I think I should leave the final performance to you.
I understand.
And voila.
She's still alive.
Sorry for the interruption.
Wait, isn't that Halsey? So the whole thing about people dissolving wasn't true after all?
To be clear, I'm only here because this person told me that if I testified, the merit of doing so would lessen my sentence. I was hiding outside this room listening to the proceedings because I was afraid that I would be the one put on trial. I was just feeling happy that no one had noticed me, and then before I knew it, she caught me.
That'll teach you to underestimate us three.
Where should I
what's up?
begin? I'm sorry. I'm the one who killed Cowl. I admit it.
What? Why?
Firstly, my name isn't Halsey. It's Lillian, and I'm originally from Mondstadt.
Mondstadt?
I heard that Lyney's show was gonna be a real thriller, but I missed the chance to buy a ticket, so I stole one. That's how I make a living. I steal stuff here and there. And I'd never been caught before.
Oh, it's her.
But I was noticed at the harbor a few days ago, and I barely got away. Lyney was the one who caught me in the act.
Hey, no wonder you look familiar. So you were the thief. Lyney even mentioned that you were pretty skilled.
Well, and I thought that would have been the end of it, but then the number selector chose me. He even mentioned the Fortress of Meripede. That's a prison, isn't it? So you can imagine how shocked I was. I thought he was on to me for sure. So I played along with the show while looking for an opening to flee, but then I got water poured on me for no reason, and then someone jumped into the tunnel to nab me. I wasn't going to take that lying down, so I knocked him out and stuffed him into the box. There was nowhere to run from there, though, so I had to change my clothes and hide in a box containing performance costumes.
Oh, so Cowell is the fatui that throw the water to dissolve people onto her, but it can only dissolve Fortinian, and she is from one stat. That's why she didn't get affected. Oh, that was she survived.
I slipped out after the first guard arrived at the scene and continued hiding inside the opera house.
Can a person even hide in there?
If they're a practiced hand at concealment, probably. A professional thief could make it work.
But I swear I didn't know that the water tank would fall down. Really, I swear it. Had I known that, I wouldn't have put him in the magic box. I may be a thief, but I'm no killer.
Well, that makes everything pretty clear now, doesn't it?
Yeah, now it's time to refute the Haruarchon previous reasoning.
This time, we need to tell the entire story from Lillian's perspective.
Lillian. Begin the refutation. Enter the tunnel. Carl planned to use the person for the magic trick to dissolve Halsey inside the magic box. As Halsey had appeared completely unharmed before all of our eye, she no longer hold any water, and how would Halsey help Leah? Winter from the prominence suddenly began to trickle in. How would Halsey help Leah? Into transport box. Hold the one to Halsey, drop hook. Audible thumb.
The strange sound wasn't from a fight. It was Lillian's attempt to break out when she was frightened.
Fighting between Lyney and Cowell, but there is evidence proving that the fight did indeed break out. As Halsey accepted completely unharmed before. The fight began.
The flower vase was not broken to cover anything up, but it was smashed during the struggle between Lillian and Cowell.
Cowell knocked out. No longer hold up the fight. What did Halsey do?
Lillian was afraid that she would be recognized if she left, so she changed clothes and hid, biding her time. Just what one might expect of an experienced thief.
And it's Ace Detective Paimon time! Having been selected out of the blue, Lillian panicked. Her panic only intensified after she entered the tunnel and had water poured on her head. So she kicked the door open, producing the thud we all heard. Hearing the commotion, Cowell leapt into the tunnel, only to discover that Lillian had not dissolved. He did not know that Lillian was not from Fontaine, but was a thief who made her way in by stealing a ticket. Mistakenly believing that the water from the primordial sea needed time to take effect, he tried to force Lillian back into the box. The two broke the flower vase during the struggle, but Lillian came out on top, knocking Cowell out and putting him in the box. With no way of escaping, she changed her clothes and hid in the costume trunk until the performance ended.
Refutation. So Halsey is still alive somewhere.
She knew that she would have to go through guard inspection if she tried to leave afterward. So, she has been trapped in the opera house these last 2 days.
She had already become desperately hungry by the time we were chatting over macarons. So, she swiped 2 of them right under our noses. Talk about a sneaky thief.
At this point, all the events that happened in the tunnel have now come to light.
Ah, so that's the whole story.
Bravo! Bravo!
Now then, Lady Farina, do you wish to speak against the defense's statements? Please answer the question, Lady Farina. Also, if I may add, the trial has not yet ended. As such, I request that the prosecution not leave the room before the proceedings have concluded.
She's trying to leave.
What? Are you reading my mind now?
She's trying to leave.
No. I have no further arguments. I admit defeat. But really, could you at least have left me with some dignity?
Wow! Look at that! She's like a deflated balloon now!
If there are no objections, then as the Chief Justice of Fontaine, I shall once again repeat the full sequence of events. The actual perpetrator of the serial disappearances, Cowell, selected his next victim from the audience reservation list. With some modifications to the selector, he could ensure that the pre-selected young woman would be chosen. To cover up any evidence while committing the deed, Cowell thought of allowing the water tank to fall, which would conceal the water left behind after the young woman was dissolved. He also tampered with the rope suspending the water tank, using the fireworks at the end of the performance to cause the tank to drop and hide the watermarks. He poured the water from the primordial sea into a balloon during the preparation of the magic box and stuck it to the box's lid. Finally, he passed the prepared hook on a rope through the gap in the magic box's door when bringing the young woman to said box. When the magic trick officially began, the box containing the woman was lowered into the tunnel, tightening the hook rope and bursting the balloon containing the water. If all had gone to plan, the young woman would be dissolved at this time. However, Lillian was not from Fontaine, and thus fled the box with a loud noise. Realizing that there was trouble, Cowell entered the tunnel and met Lillian. Thinking that the waters had not yet taken effect, he decided to proceed. However, his opponent was more capable than he thought, and he was overcome, knocked unconscious, and placed into the magic box, and thus became his own final victim. Lillian, according to her own statements, then changed clothes and hid until the performance ended, before hiding in other parts of the opera house. As for Lyney, he was in the underground structures within the opera house, and was thus ignorant of these happenings. From this reconstruction of events, we can conclude that Lyney, the accused, is in fact innocent. While there is much in Lyney and Lillian's conduct that should still be investigated separately, this case, at least, can be handed over to the Oratrice to make the final decision.
Decision. Okay.
As such, Lyney and Lynette are officially declared not guilty.
Hey.
Great work, partners.
Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Let's not separate just yet.
Next, I think we deserve an explanation, Guard Vaughn. How did you find the water from the primordial sea in Lyney's baggage?
Right! Your discovery caused me to make a serious mistake, you know. Or was that not a discovery, but false evidence that you dare to bring before this court?
I suspect that the accomplice mentioned in Cowell's notes was not Lyney, but you, yes?
Oh, neuvillette just like accused the guard now. Holy shit.
I'm sure you know what you must do to lessen your sentence.
Speak quickly! Unless you want to earn yourself a one-way ticket to Coupon Town.
I was just following orders. We were supposed to place blame for the serial disappearances onto Lyney, and thus cause suspicion to fall on the Fatui. The higher-ups said this was the best opportunity to do so.
And now that your plan has fallen through, and the secrets of the water have been revealed, you have become a liability to said higher-ups, yes? Therefore, you would be wise to tell everything you know and seek the protection of the guards.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, I'll tell you everything I know. Our boss discovered that the water can cause people to dissolve. It can also be made into a potion, which when extremely diluted, can cause people to experience unforgettable exhilaration. We've been in this business for a while now, and have made decent mora off it. The disappearances were also the boss's idea. I mean, this is the boss we're talking about. The...
Oh no. He turned into water.
And now he can no longer talk.
Such ruthlessness. I shouldn't have expected any less of them.
An outrageous act. All present, please submit to inspection immediately.
Oh shit. Nothing is found on the scene part apart from the liquid left behind after dissolve.
We're just going back now?
The problem seems to have been solved for now. You're not needed here anymore.
That's true, but...
Traveler, Paimon, please wait.
He's sitting mad.
I know you may not want to speak to me right now. Maybe you don't even want to look at me. But still, let me thank you again for defending me to the end. Even after you learned that I'm a member of the Fatui.
I just didn't wish to see anyone being falsely accused.
I guess. But regardless, I'd like the opportunity to set things straight. I didn't approach you with any ulterior motives or ill intent. I've spoken to you as myself, just plain lyney this entire time. As for why I'm a Fatus, it's because the goals of the House of the Hearth align with those of an orphan like me. That's all. That was how Father, who you might know as the Knave, approached recruiting us back then too.
A knave? The one who controls the House of the Hearth? She's your father?
That's right. And since we're here, I was wondering, would you mind hearing a story? It's about my past. Back when our parents first died, Lynette and I were left wandering the streets. To survive, I took to surreptitiously observing an older street performer who did magic. It took me several days to figure out how he pulled off his amazing tricks. I took my sister through several streets until we found a crowded corner, and we began to perform magic tricks there. To my surprise, we proved to be pretty popular, and we could at least stop worrying about where our next meal would come from for a time. But I didn't want my sister to remain a street rat together with me forever. Before long, an aristocrat came to me and claimed that he wished to take us in after watching my performances.
So you went from orphans to nobility just like that?
That was how we felt at first too. As if fate was on our side and we could say goodbye to those painful days. But I gradually discovered that while we were called foster children, he was really after my talent for magic tricks. He would constantly take me to all sorts of banquets to garner attention, which he would then use to expand his social circles.
That doesn't seem too bad either. Better than roaming the streets at any rate.
That fair?
It took a while for me to realize just how dark his heart really was. After one particular performance at a banquet, I discovered that Lynette was not on the same return vehicle as me. I waited a long time after we returned home, but she did not come back. I went to that noble's bedroom and asked him about her whereabouts. The answer was, she caught the eye of the most eminent person at the banquet, so I sent her over as a gift. I mean, you'll be able to perform your magic regardless of who your assistant is, yes?
Oh no. So he was gonna... But wouldn't Fontaine's laws deal with such people?
As far as outsiders are concerned, this is a relationship akin to adoption or foster care, and they have their ways of escaping the eye of the law.
Villains.
I managed to ferret out the location of the mansion of that so-called eminent person and hurried through the night. But by the time I leaped over the walls, avoided the guards, and made my way in, all I saw was the moonlit ground covered in blood. and the knave, standing there in the darkness.
So, she'd already taken care of that guy.
That's right. She had rescued my sister before she could come to any harm, and had even discovered several girls hidden in a basement, all of them orphans. Father, I mean, the knave, might have seen something in me, and so she made me an offer. The House of the Hearth welcomes you, for your interests align with ours. Here, none will ever betray you. Indeed, betrayal shall never be permitted here. I was hesitant to trust her. I mean, I had just been betrayed by nobles.
Betray.
But she was also quick to destroy the noble who had taken us in at first, giving us back our freedom.
Oh, so that's how the two of you joined the House of the Hearth.
The knave is after the genocide, isn't she?
She has her own plans.
Oh.
She's gained permission from the Sarita to first use the Gnosis' power once she obtains it. She plans to use it to find a way to break the prophecy and save Fontaine.
So, she believes in that prophecy too?
That's right. The whole House of the Hearth is currently working to combat that crisis. Today's case has also proven that people from Fontaine can indeed dissolve into some sort of water, thus further supporting the prophecy.
Indeed.
All of us house members here, Lady Arlecchino herself included, are from Fontaine. We won't give up on defending our homeland.
So the knave might not be a bad guy, bad for Tui. You see.
To us orphans,
It could be like a child.
the connection we have left to this
what's it?
world, apart from our family, is our homeland.
What's it? The knave could be like the child. What's it? A good guy at first until the end, and plot twist there, become a boss for a while and then become a good guy again. It's possible. I mean, every Fatui has so far has been, you know, a good guy, and actually except Signora, she's in a coffin. No, she's not in a coffin. She's fucking in the ash.
Pockets to huge schemes like stealing a Gnosis. Everything is aimed at dealing with that prophecy.
I'm sorry, but I still can't completely trust you.
It's alright, I understand. The only thing I can do is relate all this to you. I just hope you can understand that even as a member of the house, I have never stopped making my own decisions, and that I believe what I'm doing is right. If you should need anything at all in the future, feel free to find me. I will do my best to help you, as plain Lyney.
I understand. Goodbye. That's how they just. Yeah. Bye, Lyney. Leave the House of Opera. Meet them. Okay, so. Time is it? 22. Okay, maybe I should end the stream soon.
What was with the disappearing act you pulled right as the trial ended?
Were you looking for us, Navia?
Well, this whole thing isn't exactly over, is it? I do feel that we're getting closer to solving the serial disappearances case, though. Don't you think so too?
Well, I'm sorry, Navia.
What's wrong, my dear partner?
I was really already trying to defend Lyney. I wasn't necessarily looking into serious disappearance case.
Are you sure we're the ones who can crack a case that's been cold for decades now? And given that there's new evidence from the trial, there should be a trail of breadcrumbs for the Hydro Archon's people to follow now, right?
Ah, I see. Well, I won't lie. I'm a little shocked to hear that from you. But I suppose you are just travelers who have only arrived in Fontaine after all.
Fucking hell, traveler, why did you not help? You help everyone but not. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Sorry. I might have been too presumptuous.
Don't say that, Navia.
Ah, and we were having so much fun investigating with you, too. It was like having new waters flowing into a stagnant mire, causing new hope to spring forth, and the reflection in the murk to become clearer. Sorry about that. I'm a bit prone to nostalgia. Don't mind me. Wait, shall we have a farewell meal? You know, to commemorate our time as partners.
Huh? Do we really need to get that formal? Well, guess you really did treat us as partners, huh?
Well, I'd just like to have a proper ending to every important memory. That way there are no regrets later. Anyway, it would just be a meal, so it shouldn't take up too much of your time.
Well, if you say so.
You don't have to twist Paimon's arm. If Boss Navi is treating, count Paimon in!
Oh, wonderful. In that case, why don't we return to the Court of Fontaine and head to the Hotel de Boer? I believe we'll make it just in time for dinner.
Alright then, let's have our farewell meal!
Act 1 complete. Is there Act 2? There is. There is Act 2. But later, I guess. Not for now, not now. Not now. I've been streaming for quite a while now. I think I should end the stream. I'm kidding. Hold on. Is there anything? Okay.
Quit following me.
So, yeah. I mean, I want to, like, to go around and open the map a bit, but I'm too lazy. I'm too lazy to do so. Teleport there. Oh wait, did I teleport there? I'm gonna go into the mission? Hopefully not. Thankfully not. Let's leave for now. Okay, let's end it there. Oops, wrong screen. This screen for okay. Oh shit! No, not yet. Okay, let's talk a bit first. Okay, so that would be the end of today's stream now, guys. Thank you all for coming to stream. If you got tired, get some rest. If you got hungry, be finding to eat, and get thirsty, be finding to drink. Or hope you to take care of yourself. Anyway, that will be all. That will be the end of today's Genshin stream. I will stream this game later. I don't know when. We'll see the schedule later. But yeah, I'm interested in the story, this game story. So I'm gonna be doing the regular schedule on this game until I'm finishing the story at least. And maybe when the new story got added, I'm probably gonna be streaming that as well. Probably, I don't know, unless I'm not burnt out from Genshin anymore and start doing it regularly again. But for now, I just play it for the story. So yeah, that'll be all for now. Thank you for coming to the stream. I'll talk to you all later tomorrow. Tomorrow was tomorrow's stream. Is tomorrow's stream Assassin's Creed or is tomorrow's stream Metro? It is Assassin's Creed 2. Yep. Thank you for the stream. I'll talk to you later tomorrow for the Assassin's Creed 2 stream. I'll tune in tomorrow though. I will take my leave now. As for now, Nostra out. Bye bye. Yay. I honestly need to get used to the new outro and won't say white hat again. I forgot I rebranded.